8 days early, you'll have plenty of time to prepare for the 11th of March. Amber. 311. For Allie. This is one of these I cannot stop doing it type deals. There's 3 things for our catchy little intro. Grab the D string 2nd fret with your pointer finger, hammer on to the 3rd with your middle finger, slide up to the 5th, and then we're going to grab G4 before we return to D5. So this is the first thing. 2, 3, 5, G4, D5. The second thing is going to start right where you are, but use your ring finger instead because we're going to slide from D5 to D7 before we grab G5, B5, and G5 again. So you see, while it's kind of cumbersome to do the finger switch thing, it enables that whole second thing. 5 to 7 on D, and then G5, B5, G5. Now we have switch. The third one is awfully like the first one, but we're going to start with the open D string and hammer on to 2 with our middle finger before we slide up to 5. Then the G4, D5 routine. Open 2, 5, G4, D5, and then just bounce back and forth between D5 and G4. Here's the whole thing. Toss a gentle automatic wah on there and, well, you won't be able to stop doing it. When the first chorus hits, whoa, amber is the color of your energy, it's C, A minor, and E minor. You can play C, A minor, and E minor however you like as far as I'm concerned, but he plays them as the bar chords so he can make them really short, right? With the just squeeze right when you strum technique. So it's the bar chords, E-shaped bar chord, starting on the 8th fret, 8, 10, 10, 9. A minor, the E minor shaped bar chord starting on the 5th fret, 5, 7, 7. And E minor, the A minor shaped bar chord starting on the A string 7th fret, 7, 9, 9, 8. Do that twice, C, A minor, E minor, and then you switch to D minor, which is what you're doing, but 2 frets lower. And G, which is your E-shaped bar chord starting on the 3rd fret. One more time, D minor, G, and it changes to G7 at the end there. That just means take your pinky finger off of your E-shaped bar chord starting on the 3rd fret, the G one. There's lots of great stuff in this solo section. We're going to take it each little bit at a time. To start, you want baby E7, and you're going to slide very quickly up to 8. 10, 12, 10, 8, 10, 7, and then grab the E string 10th fret and the B string 12th fret at the same time. Then you're going to change it to B12, G12. And he's got an octave below on that first bit, so you'll recognize it now. My pedals aren't at my feet, so I don't have to bend over all the time. Starts the same. Then just 7, 10, 7 on the E string. That's the first little bit. One tiny detail is better tacked on to the end of that section than the beginning of the next section. You're just going to play B6 and E8. It's like a tiny little power chord. So after that happens. And then we go into the next section. I want to get into a little bit of theory here. I think it'll make this make more sense. This song is in the key of C, and this next section is harmonizing notes out of the C major scale. We're going to have 2 shapes possible here. I'm going to show you all the possibilities so that it doesn't just seem like a whole bunch of random frets and numbers and strings and so forth. The first shape starts on D3 and has G2 as well. For lack of anything better to call this, we're going to call it F. That's the note on the D string, and you can also visualize it because it's part of your F chord. D3, G2, we're calling that F. Same shape, 2 frets higher, we're going to call G. Here's our new shape. It's going to be D7 and G5. This is the only other shape. There's only 2. We're going to call this one A. 2 frets higher, same shape. We'll call it B. And 1 fret higher back to the original shape. So D10 and G9. We're going to call that C. So here we go. F, shape 1. G, shape 1, 2 frets higher. A, shape 2 on frets 5 and 7. B, shape 2 on frets 7 and 9, and C, shape 1 on frets 10 and 9. Now we're going to talk about the next part, and this is everything that's coming, so you're prepared. All right, here we go. This is pretty great. Starting on F. F, G, A, G, F. F slide up to G. Then G, A, B, A, G, A. And then A, B, C. Down to G, B, A, G, and we're going to make this G, A, G7 just like we did with the bar chord, but to do that with this, all you do is add the B string 6th fret. Just one more part to talk about, but before we do, I would like to define F in terms of this song, what we're going to do when I say F. It's going to be your E-shaped bar chord, which would normally be 1, 3, 3, 2, but we're not going to do the, and we're just going to pluck from the E string to the B string. That's what I mean when I'm going to say F, coming right up. But first we got to do this. You're going to recognize where we are instantly. F-shaped C, that is 8, 8, 9, 10. F minor shaped D minor, that is 10, 10, 10, 12. And same thing, E minor, 2 frets higher. So, then we're going to grab the B string 13th fret, 15, E15, E12, B15, G12. Epic slide down. A minor, here it comes. This is the far away part, right? E minor. A minor. E minor G. F. E minor. F. E minor G. And then he goes on the E string 3, 1 open. Before we go into the next chorus, the last chorus, I presume, which you already know how to do, so that's that. Good luck with this one. That was really fun to figure out. Great suggestion, Allie. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. I hope that was fun and helpful, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.